Just started playing here. 510, no limit hold'em. A raise from the button there. There's MacGyver to my left with 400, and now a couple of more guys sits down. So I got 6-4 on the button, and that's always a raise if I'm first in, and hope to steal the blinds if they call. I can probably pick it up on the flop. Oh, that's a good flop. I flopped trips, sixes. So I'm gonna make a standard continuation bet, $50. The pot is 74, and hopefully he'll try to steal the pot from me. I'm very sure I got the best hand now, and he raises to 100. And I could just call here, but I'm gonna raise again. Looks like I'm trying to maybe re-steal the pot or something. Raise to 200. My guess he has an 8 maybe. Just tries to protect his hand with a small raise, but I don't know. Many players will call at least my re-raise there on the flop with an 8. If he was just on a steal with absolutely no hand, it would be better for me to just call the raise there. I do it sometimes I re-raise straight ahead. Now I have pocket threes. A guy limps before me. I raise to 50, try to steal the pot straight away. He got 200 total, but when he auto-posted, he just sat down at the table and auto-posted, so he can have any hand basically, so it's a good place to steal. King 6 under the gun, I mucked that one. So now we got a full table. We got two guys with a full buy-in, if you don't count me, and the other guys is a bit short stacked. These two guys very small, and that Louis 88 fingers guy, I don't know, he sat down with 900. That's a guy who raised me when I flopped trips, sixes. Yeah, I'm gonna try to raise a lot in the beginning with suited connectors and many hands. From the button I raise a lot of hands and just try to steal the blinds. I'm not too big of a fan of defending the big blind. Like here, when he raises on the button, he can have many hands, and but still, if I call, I'm out of the position all the hand, and 8-9 of suit is a trash hand really in this kind of situation, so I just fold it. And the alternative there would be re-raising him and try to re-steal the pot, because when he raises on the button, he can have any hand. So I re-raise to 110, 120. I'll do it sometimes, but depends on the situation. And this time the short stack mini raised on the button, and now he bets half the pot. We'll see where this leads. Hasn't shown a lot of strength. Now bet 50 on the turn again. Now it maybe looks a little bit like he's milking. Yeah, he bets all 3 streets. Maybe he had some kind of a rather good ace there, or could have flopped the flush as well. It's hard to tell. I don't know anything about this guy, so we just have to wait and see. Said I raised a lot of hands on the button, but Jack 3, and now Ace Roadie, yeah, raised before me, so I just muck it. Ace Deuce, a hand I really dislike, especially when it's not suited, so I'll mark that one as well. See what MacGyver does with his button. He just calls on the button, and that's usually a very good sign of a guy who really don't know how to play short-handed poker. If any guy that knows a little bit how to play will raise on the button there, I don't know, it doesn't matter really how much, but could be something from a little bit more than a mini raise to like 3 or 4 times the big blind, and he just called there, I don't know. Now he raised to 35, so I would guess he has some kind of a pretty good hand now. And hope to see some hands here from the players, not just like, we haven't seen any hands so far really, so could just sit here and guess what kind of hands they're having based on how much they raise and stuff like that, but until you can see a showdown, it's hard to tell what's really going on with the players. So I guess Louis raised pre-flop. I didn't really see what happened, but I suppose that was the case, and now he checks it down. A very small bet now. Yeah, I had a king and really wanted to get paid off there. Queen Jack in the big blind. I will defend this one if nobody comes in for a big raise. Now I gotta fold it. I think Louis 88 played that last pot a little bit not very good. I mean, he had king high and the flop was rather bluffable. If he had an ace, it would be better to check, because it's a bigger chance you can just check it down and take the pot with ace high if you don't hit the flop. But he missed the flop and had only king high, and checked until the river where he hit. Here comes the mini raise again, which he did against me when I flopped trip sixes. This is more money in the pot now, so it's more money. So this time I would guess it means he has a pretty good hand here.